The grand five-star hotel bustled with quiet elegance. Crystal chandeliers sparkled above polished marble floors. Guests in designer clothes glided through the lobby like they owned the world. And in the midst of it all, Elena, a young maid in a simple uniform, quietly pushed her cleaning trolley down the hallway of the 27th floor. It was almost midnight. Most of the rooms were quiet. Elena moved like a shadow, her footsteps soft, her face tired. But she wasn't cleaning anymore. She had paused in a dim corner near the emergency stairwell, phone pressed to her ear. Her voice trembled. "Mama, the hospital called again. They said you missed your treatment. Why didn't you go?" A muffled voice crackled through the phone. Elena closed her eyes, tears slipping free, despite her efforts to stay strong. "I don't care if it's expensive. I'll find the money, I promise. I'll take more shifts, Her voice broke. "Please don't give up, Mama. Don't say that. You're all I have." At the far end of the hallway, the elevator doors slid open. Arthur Maddox, billionaire CEO and tech visionary, stepped out. He was used to silence, used to luxury. But tonight, the sound of crying in the hallway stopped him. He turned his head and saw her, small, trembling, trying to muffle her sobs. He didn't mean to listen, but something in her voice, raw, desperate, hit him hard. "I'll send something tomorrow, okay? I just need time. Just hold on for me." She ended the call, wiped her eyes quickly, and straightened up as if erasing her pain. Then, sensing someone behind her, she spun around. Arthur stood a few feet away, silent, unreadable. Her eyes widened in horror. I'm so sorry, sir. I'll get back to work." He raised a hand gently. "You don't need to explain." She nodded quickly, retreating with her trolley, her cheeks burning with embarrassment. Arthur watched her disappear down the hall. He didn't know her name, he didn't know her story, but he knew what desperation looked like. And for the first time in years, the walls he'd built around his heart began to crack. He returned to his penthouse. But sleep didn't come. He kept thinking of her, the girl with tears in her voice, and a mother she couldn't afford to save. By morning, he had made a decision. The next time he saw her, he wouldn't just watch. The morning sun spilled over the skyline as Arthur Maddox sat in the hotel cafe, staring into his untouched coffee. He hadn't slept. He couldn't forget the girl from the hallway, the maid with the tear-streaked face and the trembling voice. He wasn't a man easily moved, but something about her had stayed with him. Just after 8 a.m., he spotted her again. Elena. She walked through the lobby in her uniform, her eyes low, her hands clutching a cleaning trolley, like it was the only solid thing in her world. Arthur stood and approached her. "Excuse me," he said softly. She turned quickly, startled. "Yes, sir? I need help in my suite," he said. She nodded without question. "Of course, sir, right away." They rode the elevator in silence. Her eyes didn't meet his once. When they reached the penthouse, she stepped inside carefully, unsure of what to expect. "There's nothing wrong with the room," Arthur said, closing the door behind them. "I just needed to speak with you. I heard you last night, in the hallway." Elena froze. "I'm sorry," he added quickly. "I didn't mean to listen in, but I heard enough to know you're going through something hard." She looked away, embarrassed. Arthur reached into his pocket and handed her a card. "My name is Arthur Maddox. I own Maddox Technologies. I want to help you." She looked at him, stunned. "Why?" "Because I've been where you are," he said. "My mother was sick once. I couldn't afford her care. Someone helped me, and I never forgot it." He took a breath. "I run a charity now, one that funds healthcare and education. I want to offer you a job with us, full-time. Benefits. I'll also make sure your mother gets the treatment she needs." Tears welled in Eleanor's eyes. "I don't know what to say." "Say yes," Arthur said gently. "You don't have to decide now, but the offer is real." Elena returned to her small apartment that night. Her mother was sleeping. The bills were still there, but on the table in front of her was Arthur's card. She stared at it for a long time, and then, with shaking hands, she picked up her phone and dialed. "Mr. Maddox?" she said when he answered. "Elena," he replied, hope in his voice. "I want to say yes, not because I need saving, but because I'm ready to change my life." He smiled. "Then let's begin.